It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Yes, I am here, the Geno Jones Show. Coming to you live Monday through Friday. Okay, around 6:30. I know it's a couple minutes, just a couple minutes after 6:30. Subscribe, share, screen grab. Tell everybody, subscribe, share, spread the word. My goal is to get 1,000 new subscribers in the next 60 days. All right. So subscribe, share, spread the word to subscribe, screen grab, rip the video, like, and binge watch all my back episodes Monday through Friday. Like I said, 6:30 p.m. Eastern if you're in Chicago. Around 5:30 out on the West Coast, around 3:30. All right. So I hope you had a great Juneteenth weekend. Shout out to the SOS band. I got a chance to see them perform Saturday night. Now, Mary Davis, I think, is the original female lead singer. Boy, she's amazing. She no longer tours with the group, but they've replaced her with two sisters. Look like they may be in their like maybe late 20s, early 30s, and they can go, they can blow. They sounded great. Now listen, you can't compare anybody to Mary Davis, the original lead singer of SOS Band. She has such a distinctive voice, so unique. So it is unfair to try to compare these young women or anybody to Mary from the SOS Band. So I'm not going to do it. But two of the guys, the guys that sing lead on it, they're still in the group, and they got the swag, and they still got the energy. It was a great show. So shout out to the SOS Band. I got to get them on this show right here. So since I'm doing shout outs, happy birthday to Beyonce's baby sister, Solange. Solange is 38 today. Wow, man, y'all getting old. So happy birthday. She 2007, she had that one big hit that kind of crossed over called Dreams. Happy birthday, Solange. Now let's go real old school. I'm going real old school. Did you watch What's Happening? That was like the late 70s. I think they are in rerun somewhere. So you had, Raj, my man, Ernest Thomas, and you had his sister, Dee, his baby sister. It was really only two of them, who she didn't take no crap from nobody. So shout out to Dee from the ABC TV series sitcom from way back in the late 70s, What's Happening. Danielle Spencer is her real name, and she is 59 today. 59. Hey, shout out to everybody watching. Groove Master Dre, my man, my mother. Thank you for checking in, everybody. Yes, I am here and live and in living color. So Danielle Spencer, or Dee, from What's Happening, the sitcom, like I said, from the 70s, 59, and also celebrating her birthday today. She's a singer. She did a couple solo albums, a songwriter. She worked a lot with Michael Jackson. She was on Thriller and Off the Wall. She's done background vocals. She writes. I think she wrote a song or two for Michael Jackson. Quincy Jones put her in the game, and got her in the game and put her down on game. Saida Garrett is bad. As a matter of fact, she's in one of the Michael Jackson documentaries. Saida Garrett is 64 today. And happy heavenly birthday to my man Zeus, or Debo, if you're a fan of Friday and Next Friday like I am. Big swole up Debo that Ice Cube had to whoop his ass in that first Friday, because Debo was whooping that ass, and then Cube came back. And then Debo got out of jail, went looking for him out to Rancho Cucamonga when he was hanging out with Day. That's my man Mike Epps. So Debo, or Tiny Lister, his real name is Tiny Lister, it was. And he had a nickname, Zeus, from the WWF back in the day. Happy heavenly birthday to Tiny Lister. We lost him a couple of years ago. I think it might have been COVID or complications from COVID. So anyway, hey, shout out to everybody. If you're watching me, if you want me to shout you out like I did for Groove Master Dre and my mom, I have a chat room that is open when I'm on camera live, so feel free to jump in and jump on since I'm doing my, shout outs. The Geno Jones Show is brought to you by CM, like Mary, my mother's name, CM Transportation. If your business needs a transportation company that is dependable, reliable, and on time, CM Transportation. Shout out to Carissa Carter. She is the CEO of CM Transportation. You can check her out online, one of the top transportation companies in America. So just go to www.cmtransportationllc.net. cmtransportationllc.net, or you can call. Company, they do business nationwide. They are based here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro, 843 area code 606-2702, 843 area code 606-2702. Now, big shout out to Kendrick Lamar, because the culture is still buzzing. Everybody is talking about Kendrick Lamar. He did something called a pop-out show concert out in Los Angeles at the Forum, the Kia Forum, and like everybody was there except for Drake, because he literally just ethered, somebody this part of the show, do me a favor, screen grab it and send it to Drake. Drake, look, I'm not hating on you. I'm my oldest daughter, Boogie, she loves you. Dude, what was on your mind? Why'd you go messing? Why'd you go effing with Kendrick? I got it. The whole, beef in the rap battle, thank God it didn't turn violent, because we don't need that. But, the rap battles, it's got the old school vibe. But man, you picked the wrong dude. Kendrick? Drake? Really? I feel, I don't really feel bad for folks. I feel bad for Drake, because Kendrick is just, he is laid your ass to rest. Suggestion, Drake, I would leave Kendrick Lamar alone. Pick on somebody else. It's enough rappers out there. You can find them. Anybody, new school, old school. But leave Kendrick alone, dude. You effed around and found out. And Kendrick did the show out in LA. Like I said, it was huge. Actually, on Juneteenth Day, all the stars, he brought all these stars on stage. Dr. Dre came out on stage. LeBron James came on stage. A lot of the ballers, pro ballers that live in LA, from LA, like Russell Westbrook, came out there. So it was just huge. And a lot of local LA and Southern California rappers that are popular out on the West Coast. Local cats, young cats trying to come up and get discovered. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar for putting these young brothers on like that, giving them a huge platform, because you had a sold out. I mean, it was standing room only at the Forum out in LA, and folks are still talking about that 5 or 6 days later. So shout out to Kendrick. That's my dude. I'm a big fan of Kendrick Lamar from way back in the day. We had a song talking about drank. Big shout out to Kendrick, doing it real big for the culture. Oh, by the way, if you are a Kendrick Lamar fan, and the song, by the way, so the huge Drake diss song that everybody is singing all across the planet, Not About Us. So now there's going to be a video for Not About Us. As a matter of fact, Kendrick went to his hometown, went back to the hood, Compton, California, Saturday, and was shooting the video for Not About Us. Not Like Us, I should say. My bad. Yeah. Not Like Us. So anyway, shout out to Kendrick doing this thing. So that video should be coming out pretty soon for Not Like Us. Drake, just move on. Leave Kendrick Lamar alone, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Leave him alone. I can't wait to see the video for Not Like Us. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar. And I'm doing shout outs. Sha'Carri Richardson, young sister. I would say, I think she's the fastest sister on the planet. She won 100 meters women's finals at the U.S. track and field trials to determine the team that we're going to send over to Paris, representing the United States of America. She caught a lot of heat the last Olympics. She was going through some things and she tested positive. She had smoked some weed. Oh, by the way, to the International Olympic Committee, look, listen, okay, steroids and all that other stuff. Look, and I don't even smoke weed, but making marijuana a banned substance, it ain't gonna make you run faster. It might make you get the munchies and want to take a nap and chill out, listen to some jazz, but it ain't gonna make you run any faster. So really, the International Olympic Committee, y'all should take marijuana off the banned substance list. Really, come on, man. It's 2024. I'm just saying. So shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. She won the finals, the women's final 100 meters. She's going to Paris. Also going to Paris, a couple of her teammates that she trains with, a sister named Melissa Jefferson from South Carolina, from Georgetown, South Carolina. That is Michelle Obama. I believe her mom is from Georgetown, South Carolina, which is only about 45 minutes from where I am standing right here, right now, just north. So you got Charleston, so South Carolina on the coast. You got Hilton Head. It's like a big tourist place, and if you love golf, Hilton Head is a place for you. They got a lot of great golf courses, and it's really mainly a tourist spot. So Hilton Head, like from south to north, Hilton Head, then Charleston, South Carolina. We're right on the ocean, and halfway between Charleston and Myrtle Beach, it's Georgetown. So Melissa Jefferson, she is from Georgetown, South Carolina. She is going over to Paris. She came in second in the women's 100-meter final. And shout out to a sister from Miami, Twanisha Terry. She came in third. And all three of these young ladies, they trained together. So shout out to the trainer. He was Dennis Mitchell, who used to be one of the fastest. He used to give Carl Lewis. Carl Lewis was always beating his ass. I think Dennis Mitchell may have won a couple, but back in the day, that's when Carl Lewis was smoking everybody in the 100 meters until Ben Johnson came up there looking all swollen. He looked like he got shot up with some drugs. The brother from Canada who beat Carl that one time in the Olympics, was that 88? And he beat Carl Lewis, and Carl Lewis was like, that dude is on something. And it turned out he was on a whole lot. He was juiced all the way up. He was one pinprick from just exploding like you bust a balloon. And he looked all swole up too. So shout out to those ladies. Shout out to Noah Lyles. He is the American track star in 100 meters, going for the gold medal, going for Olympic records. He said he can beat Usain Bolt's time. He ran a 9.8, 9.83. Which is like super fast, but Usain ran a 9.59, so we'll see. So shout out to Noah Lyles, winning the 100 meters finals in the U.S. track and field men's final, and shout out to a brother named Kenny Bednarik, Fred Curley. They came in second and third, respectively. Those brothers are also going over to Paris. And let me shout out a young brother. So this kid is 16 years old. His name is Quincy Wilson. So he is competing to make the U.S. Olympic team at 16? What were you doing at 16? I wasn't competing to make an Olympic team. He runs the 400 meters, and he set like the world record for under 18, the fastest under 18 time in 400 meters. So shout out to Quincy. It looks like he's going to make the team. That'll be amazing. He's 16 years old, going over to Paris, representing the U.S. That'll be a great man. So shout out to my Jamaican brothers and sisters, but we here to just let y'all know USA is back, being dominant. Y'all bad now. Y'all probably going to come in second and get a gold medal. Shout out to my Jamaican brothers and sisters. But listen, the king and queens are back on top of the throne. USA track and field, the sprinters are going to dominate in Paris. So call it bulletin board material. Call it whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm calling it USA. USA. representing in the track and field. The sprinters are back doing their thing. And then we got the young brother, 16. That's like a long sprint, 400 meters. Quincy Wilson. Look out for that cat. And speaking of young brothers and sisters, shout out to Angel Reese, second pick in the WNBA draft. You know, the big rivalry between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, the great white female hope. And I don't say that in a derogatory, that's not a pejorative, that's not a negative at all. Listen, this young woman, Caitlin Clark, she can ball. She's shooting damn near 30-footers. 30-footers almost like a female Steph Curry. But y'all got to put some respect on Angel Reese's name. She told you all that. This whole rivalry started when they were in college and they played each other. And Caitlin Clark was doing this. People say, you can't see me. And then Angel Reese and LSU beat Caitlin Clark in the finals like 2 years ago. And then Angel Reese is like, you can't see me now, B. And then this year, the University of South Carolina Lady Gamecocks got that ass, beat Caitlin Clark again. But Caitlin is but it's the media. And what you have to understand, the number one sport in America is not football. They say it's football. It's not football. It's not baseball. It's not basketball. It's not tennis. It's not soccer. It's not even gymnastics or track and field. It's race. It's race. It is. There's always money to be made of race and racism, and just to pit the races, which is a made-up construct. If you get a DNA test, it's not going to say, oh, you're 100% white or 100% black. That whole thing was made up. Made up to pit folks against each other so a small handful of people could control the political, economic, and social power. Could control all the money and all the power that's got us fighting over this race thing, which is really stupid and dumb as hell. But people profit. Fear, bigotry, hatred, racism, anti-Semitism, anti-immigrant hate, anti-Muslim, anti-anything, anti-LGBTQ, anti-women, hatred, bigotry, fear, ignorance has always been big business. It always has. And unfortunately, it might, unless we just wake up and be like, we're tired of this nonsense. We're tired of this ish. Enough, because it's made up. Really. Because the truth is, we are one race on this planet. Because the aliens come down, they ain't going to say you black or white or you brown. They're going to be like, oh, a human. So, I'm just saying. So, I want to shout out to Angel Reese. So Angel Reese in Chicago. Actually, they play in an arena not far from my mother's house. 10,000 sellout. They beat the Indiana Fever. That's Caitlin Clark's team. Angel Reese, 25 points, 16 rebounds. So is the media, of course, is going to do what the media does. I call Caitlin Clark she's got like the Taylor Swift effect in terms of fans. A lot of the young white female fans who weren't into basketball, but they're like, hey, look, there's a young white straight female, and she can shoot. I get it. But I feel bad for Caitlin Clark because you've got the white nationalists that are trying to claim her and trying to get her to hate on the black women in the WNBA. A lot of the women in the WNBA, significant, I think the majority of the league, African-American women, and a significant population in the WNBA are lesbian from the LGBTQ community. So the racists and the misogynists, they've jumped on that. And look at Caitlin. She's a straight, white, heterosexual woman. She's got a boyfriend. We want our daughters. That's their role model. It's just, y'all are so damn ignorant with this ish. So I feel bad for Caitlin that she's got all these forces trying to use her as the symbol or the avatar for their hatred and bigotry and racism. Just stop. And then at the same time, you haven't put the respect, you haven't given the respect, you haven't put the spotlight on these sisters and the white women who've been playing in the WNBA, who are stars, superstars, way better than Caitlin Clark, Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, Sabrina Ionescu, Diana Taurasi, played with Phoenix. They got, they got some white. I think is Elena Delle Donne. Is she hurt? That was another white girl that was bad. Elena Delle Donne. She played in Chicago with the Sky for a minute. But you got all these forces trying to, get her to stand up for white nationalism and white Christian nationalism and for straight white single females. And Caitlin just want to hoop. So I do feel bad for her from that standpoint. But Angel Reese is like, what you are going to do, you're going to put some respect on my name, and you're going to put some respect on these other women who paved the way, like Angel Reese and Asia Wilson. She is the best women's basketball player on the planet right now. Played up about an hour and 20 minutes from me. University of South Carolina Lady Gamecock. She plays out there in Vegas with the Las Vegas Aces. So shout out to Asia Wilson. So Angel Reese is like, you're going to put some respect on Asia Wilson and all these other stars and rookies like me coming in balling. Because now Angel Reese is balling as well as Caitlin Clark. Caitlin is a better shooter. Her thing is a three-point shot. She's a good assist. But Angel is a beast down low in that paint, scoring down around the basket and rebounding. She's a terror on defense. So it's just exciting. I'm happy for the women. I'm a girl dad times two, so I'm really happy for the WNBA because attention to the media, you all could have been paying attention. It ain't like the WNBA didn't have folks like Candace Parker. Before that, they had Lisa Leslie. So it ain't like they haven't had, I know I'm leaving out, Cheryl Swoops, Tina, when Houston was dominating, you had Cheryl Swoops, and I can't think of my other sister. She had Tina Thompson, and I'm leaving out one. It was three of them, and they were like the big three that was on the Houston Comets back in the day. I think they won like 4 straight championships. And let's not forget, I'm not even talking about Maya Moore, who I can make an argument is the greatest women's player ever. Just look at her. Just Google Maya Moore. She won 4 straight championships when she played in Minneapolis, the Minnesota Lynx. Y'all should have been covering Maya Moore like you're covering Caitlin Clark. Should have been covering from Naperville, suburban Chicago, my girl Candace Parker. So you've had plenty of all-time great women in the WNBA. It's just the media didn't decide it. They didn't really want to promote these women, promote them, and make an emphasis of showing their games and marketing. And the companies, all these companies, didn't give them the contracts and still not paying them the money they should be getting. So I digress. All right, let me get out of here. Man, shout out to everybody. I appreciate it. Groove Master Dre, I appreciate you. My mom, shout out to everybody else. If you're watching me live, any day of the week when I'm on camera, you can always talk to me. You got a question, you got a comment, you want to argue, debate, agree, disagree, it's all good. Feel free to come for me, but if you come for me and I didn't send for you, I will send your ass back to where you came from, and do it with a smile. All right. The Geno Jones Show brought to you by CM Transportation. If your company needs a transportation company, if your business needs a transportation company that is dependable, reliable, and on time, CM Transportation LLC.net. CM Transportation LLC.net. Shout out to the CEO, Carissa Carter. Give them a call. Tell her team I told you to call. You need a transportation company that can get the job done dependably, reliably, and on time. 843 area code, based here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro, but they do business nationwide. 843 area code 606-2702. 843-606-2702. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, the CEO of Designer Cuts. Check him out on Instagram, on IG, Kel Be Cutting Up, KELBE CUTTINUP, because Kel be cutting up. Allie Jones and Bruce Gage, the official wardrobe consultants and stylists for the Geno Jones Show. Allie Jones, fashion designer. Check Allie Jones and her Lexi Jones collection out. Do it right now. It's after the show. LX.N, like Netet, CL underscores that little dash at the bottom of that last L. LX.NCL underscore. Bruce Gage, check him out. Miglio on Instagram. Miglio D Mario Uomo. This is a shirt courtesy of Mario Uomo. So it's MIGLIODI, MARIOUOMO, MIGLIODI, MARIOUOMO. Miglio D Mario Uomo. Miglio Di Mario Uomo. It's Italian. I'm just trying to be cute and clever and sexy with it, right? Also, check his collection out, flyballthestore.com. Flyballthestore.com. He is the only officially licensed apparel, or I should say a retailer, to carry the officially licensed Negro Baseball League sweaters and ties and shirts, like varsity jackets type sweaters, and a whole lot more. I had on one of the Flyball sweaters on last week. FLYBALLTHESTORE.com. Flyball the store. The next live edition of the Geno Jones is going to be Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. live right here. 5:30 p.m. live in Chicago. Tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. live in Los Angeles on the West Coast. Tell everybody, subscribe. The most important is subscribe and spread the word. I need 1,000 new subscribers. That is my goal. New subscribers to go to the next level as a YouTube partner, to get that big YouTube check. So thank you in advance for making me a YouTube partner. So now I have a new goal, 1,000 more new subscribers in the next 60 days, and I will go to the next tier on YouTube to get that bigger YouTube check, that bigger YouTube bag. So thank you in advance for telling everybody, spread the word right now. Everybody in your contacts on social media, all your contacts in your cell phones, your tablets, all your contacts on your platforms. Please share and spread the show. Copy and paste the link, email it, share it on your pages, tag it and text your page and anyone else's page, and tell them to subscribe to the show. We have great celebrity guests. The monologues are fire, and if you've been watching the show, and we can talk to each other on camera. And if I want to, I can invite you on as a guest. So not only talk to you on camera, but we can see you on camera too. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I want to thank everybody watching me live today. I love it. Hey, Johanna, how I wish I'd have brought, so a lot of my listeners from my radio show, Star 99.7, Johanna Flood, her daughter, I want to say Aaliyah Flood, was my academic all-star. So I do a segment to recognize young people from kindergartners to seniors in high school. If they have an A average, I salute them and give them a shout out for just their success in school, just to promote education and to shine a spotlight on their success in school. So thank you, Johanna, for watching. I appreciate it, all right? And thank you for jumping in the chat room. And I believe it's Aaliyah, tell her I'm very proud of her. And anyone, all my other parents and grandparents and nieces and nephews that have had, if your children have been one of my academic all-stars, let me know so I can shout them out on the show, because I'm going to add that segment to this TV show when the new school year comes in August, in most places in September. All right, everybody, I got to get out of here. I appreciate you. If you missed any of the show, go back and binge watch it. Don't forget to spread the word, to share it, and tell everybody to subscribe, and then share it, copy and paste the link, tag everyone else's page, share it on their page, text the link, and I'll see you live Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.